if you remember that our journey, really our discussion started from there, from that very verse. Chapter 19, verse 96 said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ سَيَجْعَلُ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. Indeed, those who believe and do righteous deeds, very soon Allah, the all-beneficent God, would establish for them a love. Remember, our journey really started from here. I don't know whether these were recorded or not. Indeed, those who believe and do righteous deeds, very soon Allah would establish, or Ar-Rahman, all-beneficent God, out of His mercy would establish for them a love. Then we pose this question, what is this love that Allah promises those who believe and do righteous deeds that He would establish for them very soon? Sayaj'al. Seen in the word sayaj'al means very soon. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ سَيَجْعَلُ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. The word would, love. And then we continued our journey through chapter 42, and over there, chapter 42, ayat 23, told us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded His Prophet, قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. Say to them, I do not ask you any reward for the toil of prophethood except love for my relative. Then over there we pose the question, who are these al-Qurba? Number one, this is the fulfillment of the promise of Allah reflected in chapter 19, Surah Maryam, Salamullah alayha. Chapter 19 said Allah had promised a love for those who believe and do righteous deeds, that He would establish a love for them out of His mercy. And the word Ar-Rahman was used. Instead of Sayaj'alu lahumullahu wudda, He says Sayaj'alu lahumur Rahmanu wudda. Very soon Ar-Rahman, all beneficent God, would establish for them a love. Even though we know Ar-Rahman is the same as Allah. All beneficent is Allah. But the reason that attribute was mentioned over there is because that love would be a manifestation of His mercy. We mentioned that would be the point. سَيَجْعَلُ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. But over there, chapter 19, verse 96, Allah says very soon He would establish for those who believe and do righteous deeds. Chapter 42, verse 23 says what that love is. قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهَ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. Say to them, I do not ask any reward for the toil of prophethood except love for qurba. Who are the qurba? Go discover them. إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى, except love for the relatives, close relatives, because the word al-qurba comes from the word qurb. Qurb means proximity. Whoever they are, Quran says they are very close to the Prophet. Al-qurba, those who are close to me. Then chapter 25, verse 57 told us what is the nature of this love for al-qurba, whoever they are. Chapter 25, verse 57 said, قُلْ مَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ أَجْرٍ إِلَّا مَنْ شَاءَ أَنْ يَتَّخِذَ إِلَى رَبِّهِ سَبِيلًا. Say to them, that which I ask you of reward, which chapter 42 told us what was that, which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commanded by Allah to ask people of reward. قل ما اسألكم علیه من اجر الا من شاء ان یتخذ الی ربه سبیلا. Say that which I ask you upon the toil of prophethood as reward is nothing but whoever wills to adopt a path towards his Lord. So love for Qurba, according to chapter 25, is described to be a path towards God. This is not just an emotional thing. Whatever love for Qurba is, the essence of it is a path towards God. Nothing but that. Say to them, that which I ask you over it of reward is nothing but Allah, is nothing but this, that whoever wills to adopt a path towards his Lord. قل ما أسألكم عليه من أجر إلا من شاء أن يتخذ إلى ربه سبيلا. It's a path. That love is a path towards Allah. That love would lead you to your Rabb, would direct you to your Rabb, is a path. Is a path. إلا من شاء أن يتخذ إلى ربه سبيلا. We talked about all of this in the very first session that we started this discussion. I just wanted to review it a little bit for the sake of refreshment, and at the same time for the sake of stressing on the word love. The same word is used in here. لا تجد قوما يؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر يوادون. You never find the people who truly believe in God and the latter day to love man had Allah wa Rasulah, to love the one who has opposed militarily and non-militarily God and his messenger, or the one who has gone beyond the limits of God. He breaks the limits of God. He challenges God. You never find the people who truly believe in God and the latter day to love these people. See how direct it is, how firm it is, how explicit it is. Quran is not a book of jest, it's not a book of joke. Let man joke with themselves and make their lives full of jokes. Quran firmly, directly says, you never find, not that partially, not that 20%, you never find the people who truly believe in God and the hereafter to love, to befriend those who go against the commands of God, break the commands of God. Now, this doesn't mean that you cannot guide them. This doesn't mean that you don't remind them. No. You just don't hold them in your heart. You just don't befriend them. It's not business as usual with these people. The people who break the commands of God and go beyond the limits that He has sent for humanity, and they're proud of it. لا تجد قوما يؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر يوادون من حاد الله ورسوله. You never find the people who believe in Allah and the latter day, life after death, hereafter, to befriend, to love the people who oppose God